Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and there's no question that as America talks about reopening its borders, there are certain companies that are still struggling. And in this video, I want to talk about certain companies and certain industries, as I have listed right here: hotels, airlines, cruise lines, banks, and attractions. And I picked, in my opinion, the top one for each specific industry. The reason that I'm making this video is I would find it very interesting for each one of you to do the same and then to share your watch list down in the comment section. This would at least allow us to share ideas with an open mind, with the understanding that, again, we only invest in what it is that we personally see value in and that we don't get influenced by what everyone else has to say. With that being in mind, these are certain industries that I have seen to be negatively affected by the overall outbreak of the coronavirus and are still down more than 30 to 40%. So I first want to talk about American Airlines. American Airlines, no question, as this overall pandemic broke out, there's no question that less people are flying. I think, if I'm not mistaken, flights are down 90% based off of where they were last year. American Airlines is personally just one of the companies that I value the most in comparison to any other competitor out there, and that's why I chose to select it. I like the way that it was trading before. It was trading right around $28 to highs of about 30 to 32 at its best. So from its overall peak to where it's currently trading at, it is down over 60%. And in comparison to what it offers for the upside potential, if it begins to trade back at $28, is 136%. There's no question that, again, with great opportunity comes great responsibility. It is still trading below the SMA line, but altogether, I think that this is a stock that I'm really excited to have in my watch list. So once it actually begins to indicate signs of an uptrend and an overall recovery, I can slowly begin to invest money into this when it is that I feel comfortable. Moving on to the next one, this is Carnival Cruise Line. And again, from its overall initial drop to where it's currently trading at right now at an average purchase price of about $12, it is down over 76%. And based off of its average trade price at about $10 to, if it begins to actually recover to $45, it offers nearly, a 400% return from its peak and overall a 300% return. Obviously, again, with great opportunity comes great responsibility. And one of the things that I want to make sure you all understand is that some industries take much longer to recover than others. Some can bounce back right away. I would encourage you to make sure you take that into consideration before going all in into any investment opportunity. It would only make sense, in my opinion, for Carnival Cruise Line to take time to begin to recover as people slowly begin to gain confidence to take advantage of, again, these non-essential trips on Carnival cruises. Moving on to the next one, and I was kind of in a pickle. This one has to do with overall attractions. I know Disney does have a lot of online services, but again, one of the things that it's mainly known for is its overall theme park. From its initial drop, it is down a little bit over 27% and hit overall lows of about $79, which put it down about 42%. The overall upside potential as of right now, based off of its average trade price to where it was trading at before, is right around 34%. So again, of course, it offers a lot of upside potential. This is already something that Disney is one that is showing quicker signs of recovery and is now currently trading above the SMA line. So with taking that into consideration, this is definitely one that I'm paying close attention to so I can slowly again begin to invest more money into Disney as it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend and as we get one step closer to opening up our borders and getting America back into business. One of the competitors for the attractions that I had for my list, and the reason I decided to go with Disney, is I just want to share this with you guys, was AMC. But the reason I did not choose to go with AMC is because of its previous pattern even before the outbreak. It was making lower lows and lower highs, and I just found Disney to be much more reliable investment opportunity. So moving on to my top bank. Again, this is all opinion, but I chose to go with JP Morgan Chase. Based off of how it was trading before in comparison to Bank of America, I saw JP Morgan to be a much more consistent uptrend pattern, and overall it hit higher highs when it came down to it trading at 145. So that's why I decided to go with JP Morgan, which is JPM. As of right now, it's trading at an average purchase price of $92. It's still trading below the SMA line. So again, we still need to wait for overall confirmation, but from an average trade price of about $90, and if it begins to share again above $130, which it was trading at well above $130, that's at least a 44% return when things go back to normal. So I found that to be very attractive in comparison to the other competitors out there. Now, the last one that I want to talk about is, again, the hotels. So this is when overall it was showing a very consistent sign of an uptrend pattern. Of course, it was negatively affected by the outbreak of the coronavirus. Right now, it's at a critical point where it's trading right at the SMA line. It would only make sense that, again, by putting people back to work and lifting any restriction that might be holding certain hotels back, that it would only act as a positive notion for major hotels and resorts out there. Therefore, this is why I'm paying attention to Wynn. I see a lot of upside potential based off of its average trade price as of right now, to if it begins to trade above $130, which it definitely was right before the outbreak, it offers nearly a 70% return. Again, in comparison to other hotels out there, I personally, based off of my criteria and my needs and desires, I found this one to be the most attractive. So now that I covered the top 5 stocks in the different 5 industries, I would really encourage you to build your watch list and do the same. There are a lot of stocks and a lot of industries that are recovering much quicker than others. At the end of the day, your job is not to feel like you missed out of an opportunity, but making sure that you focus your time and attention and wherever it is that next opportunity lies. And in my opinion, I wanted to select the top 5 industries that I felt like that were the most negatively impacted because of this overall pandemic, and create a watch list and just picking the number 1 company in that industry that I personally see value in, and I would encourage you to do the same. Feel free to share your top 5 stocks down in the comment section. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that like button. Feel free to stay connected. We do run the largest Facebook group in the world for those who invest in the stock market. We have over 260,000 members. And all you have to do is click that first link down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, team.